Okay, now it's already 8 o'clock. Okay, let me check my voice. Let me check my voice. I think his voice is okay. Slide okay. Okay, semua okay. Okay, so now it's already 8 o'clock. Okay, good day everyone. So today is the last chapter that I will teach for this semester 2, which is the chapter 13. Chapter 13, infection disease. So this chapter actually is, for me, is the very easy chapter lah, the easiest chapter for this semester, and also very short content compared to the previous chapter lah. So hopefully today I will finish up this chapter. So for today also will be the last class for this semester lah. Okay, so in this chapter you will learn about infection disease. Okay, so the infection disease that you need to learn in our syllabus, there are 4 types of infection disease that you need to learn: dengue, malaria, tuberculosis, and also cholera. Only these 4 infection disease only. So actually in real world there are 100 types of infection disease, so including COVID-19. COVID-19 is also one type of infection disease, but COVID-19 is not in our syllabus lah. We not learn about the COVID-19. So in our syllabus, based on MPN syllabus, we only learn 4 types of disease only. Okay, so before we learn about the disease, you need to learn about the definition of the infection first. So if we know that, if we all know that the terms infection, actually if you go to hospital, normally your doctor will say you, right, or you get the very serious infection, very chronic infection, but you don't know what is the real meaning of infection. So infection actually is the process when there are the pathogen, any pathogen or micro or parasite enter into your body, and they invade, they berkumpul or allocate at the certain places. So this infection can begin anywhere in your body. When your microbe allocate at there, so that at that part will have infection. For example, if your microbe allocate in your lung, so your lung will be infected lah. So your lung will get the infection. If your all the pathogen allocate at your eye, so your eye will get infected, so your eye will have the infection. So it can begin at anywhere as long as they have the pathogens are accumulated at here. So infection can cause fever and other health problems depending where it occur in body. So when the infection is occur at your lung, so your lung function will be decreased, right? So you will feel like you are very difficult to breathe. And if your infection is occur at your liver, so you know that function of your liver is to provide the carbohydrate metabolism by glycogenolysis, gluconeogenesis, gluconeogenesis, and also glycolysis. All that occur in your liver. So if your liver is infected, so your liver function is also can become decreased. Okay, so anyway, infection may cause any problem, but so if your normally in general, if your immune system that you learn previous chapter, your adaptive immune response, your immune system is very strong, actually you can kill this your infection rate will be very low, meaning that your infection period will be very low, because your immune system, your lymphocyte or other leukocyte like neutrophil or basophil will kill this pathogen, so that they cannot allocate at your blood, and then no microbes, so no infection. But if your immune system is very weak, your immune system cannot kill all these microbe, so that this microbe will be gathered at there and cause infection again and again, and finally you will get the health problem, including cancer. The worst situation is you will get cancer. The worst situation lah. But before cancer, there are also many minor health problem too. So infection is the process, the symptom or the guideline to let the doctor know that your bodies are infected by any type of pathogens. Okay, so if you combine this term, become infection disease. Okay, so this is disease lah. So this disease is caused by infection, meaning that it is caused by any pathogens. So any pathogens like virus, fungi, parasite, or bacteria, all these are considered as pathogen that can provide that when they enter your body, they will cause infection. This one is we call as infection disease. So the definition of infection disease are very famous question in essay. I think already come out 5 times to 6 times already in essay. Normally 3 marks or 4 marks. The first question, if come out in essay, probability they will ask you explain the definition of infection disease. Or even in structural question, they come out, the first question they will ask you as define infection disease. Already come out many times. I think already come out more than 6 times or 7 times. So this is very famous question. So if you want to explain the definition of infection disease, the first keyword is you need to say this disease is caused by pathogens. This one is caused by pathogen. So the pathogen like bacteria, virus, or parasite. All these 3 are the pathogens. And these disease are transmitted through a vector. So they transmitted through something. Like dengue. Dengue, we know that this disease is transmitted through the mosquito, right? The mosquito known as Aedes. This mosquito transmit the dengue virus into our body. So for dengue disease, if no Aedes mosquito, then you will never get this kind of disease, because only the Aedes, the female Aedes mosquito carry this the pathogen, carry the virus, the pathogen, to transmit from the infected person to uninfected person. So this is another keyword. The disease is transmitted from infected person to an uninfected person or healthy person. You need to know that the vector itself originally they will not carry pathogen one. They only carry pathogen when they get the pathogen from the infected person. They get that dengue virus if the mosquito bite the patient that already get dengue, so that mosquito already have the virus, the dengue virus. So this mosquito, when they go fly to you, you are healthy, right? Healthy person, you are not infected. So they bite you, they will transmit the virus into your body, so that you will get dengue virus. So these are 3 keywords that you need to write in the answer. So the first keyword is this disease is caused by pathogen, and this disease is transmitted through a vector, and this disease is transmitted from infected person to uninfected person or healthy person. So these 3 keywords, you will get 3 marks. So if you don't give these 3 keywords, as whatever you write too long, you write example, write an essay in whole page, but you do not give 3 keywords, sorry, no marks to give given to you, because these 3 keywords contribute to infection disease. Okay, so you need to know lah. And then another terms, infection agent. So infection agent is pathogen lah. So not only infection agent, the another terms is say as causative agent. Causative agent. So this is the cause, major cause to let you get this kind of disease. So I already mentioned virus, bacteria, fungus, and also parasite. All these are the causative agent. So like the virus, all this lah. But in our syllabus we only learn about bacteria. So this one tuberculosis and also prototista about the plasmodium, malaria, right? Dengue, tuberculosis, and also cholera. So this is the disease that we learn lah. But actually there are many diseases. So you see chickenpox is caused by the virus we call as varicella. Influenza, flu, H1N1 that you heard before, H1N1, H7N9, H5N1, all these are considered an influenza virus. Influenza is caused by the influenza virus. And also German measles, a very famous disease, right? It caused by the rubella virus. And another one, TB, tuberculosis, is caused by the mycobacterial tuberculosis. And then cholera is caused by the vibrio cholera, it is a bacteria. And malaria is caused by a prototista plasmodium species. And also dengue is caused by virus. And then you see that the vector are also differ. So through A, like COVID-19 through A, right? If you patient through A, meaning that sneezing, causing, or physical contact, all these, you will get this kind of disease lah. And also contaminated food, and also infected animal. So this one is through mosquito. So yeah, this one is recalled as causative agent. Okay, so that's all about the intro only. Now we proceed to the first disease, which is the dengue. Okay, so dengue, I think I don't need to explain many much, right? I think you already, this is the Malaysian special disease. This is the disease that the Malaysia have. Normally is in the tropical country lah. Dengue. So this is a disease that happening in Malaysia. Very famous disease. I think everyone should know what is dengue. So if you follow the definition, dengue is an acute arthropod-borne viral infection that places a very socio-economic and disease burden on many tropical and subtropical regions. So this is the disease normally spread on tropical and subtropical region. So normally like Malaysia lah, one of the country, Malaysia. So dengue is caused by dengue virus, which is called as DNV 1234. And the scientific name of this virus is flavivirus species. So this is a genus name only, flavivirus species. So I need to let you know, because you are not enter in Sem 3 yet. In Sem 2, if you want to write the scientific name like this, flavivirus, in computing you italize it. You need to italize it, and your first alphabet must be capitalized. But you write in the paper, if you write in your exam, you cannot write. You don't need to write it in Italy. For awak tak perlu tulis dalam sengit punya, tak perlu. You just want to write in normal form, and then you need to underline it. This one you need to remember, because actually this one is Sem 3 you learn, but in Sem 2 you already need to learn lah. Because if you want to write a proper scientific name using hand, write in the paper, you need to write in normal way. The first alphabet must be capital, because this one is genus flavivirus species. There are many flavivirus, but this one is the genus name only. So your first capital letter, your F, must be in capital, and others are small letter, and you need to underline it. You need to draw the underline. Memang kena lukis satu garis dekat bawah ni. If you do not follow this, then no marks give you. Although you write correct, this correct, but you do not, your F is not capital, or you not underline it, sorry, no marks to you. Although your spelling are correct, is correct. Similar to the vector, so we know that the mosquito the dengue is transmitted through the Aedes mosquito, right? So this Aedes also the scientific name. So Aedes is the genus name. So there are many species lah. So you can see here there are three major mosquito species: Aedes aegypti, Aedes albopictus, and Aedes polynesinus. So these are three major examples of the mosquito species. So in examination, you need to, I recommend you write the full name. Not say that you just write Aedes species like the flavivirus. Flavivirus, why you can write the flavivirus in flavivirus species only? Because dengue is virus is caused by many types. There are 1,000 types of dengue virus. So but we only classify into 4 major types, 1, 2, 3, 4. But under dengue virus 1, there are also many subtype virus again. So in general, if we want to say the cause of the dengue, we write only flavivirus. But for the vector, for the mosquito, Aedes mosquito, I recommend you guys write full name. Anyone you don't need to write all in exam, but you need to write as long one you just pick which one is make you more easy to write. You write lah. And similarly, your first capital Aedes A must capitalize, and others are small. So this one, if you see albopictus, all are small letter. This one all are small letter one. You cannot write any capital letter. This first A, you cannot write capital letter. If you write capital letter, then no marks even your spelling is correct. And then another thing, you need to underline it. All this you need to underline it. You need to underline it to replace the italic in your paper. So that this one is the formal writing in your scientific paper. If you want to use handwriting in your scientific paper, you need to follow this rule. So this is a technique you need to know lah. You must know. If you don't know, you just know it, memorize it, but you don't know the technique, although the spelling is correct, so no marks lah. Okay, so this is the picture lah for the Aedes virus. So I think everyone familiar with it, right? I think everyone should see this kind of mosquito in your daily life. So you see this kind of virus. So this kind of virus is very special. Is they are the white dot at their body, especially at their leg. If you see this kind of virus, you should kill it immediately. You don't want it to eat your blood. If you already bite you have the high possibility to get dengue, because you don't know this kind of virus. This kind of virus have carry the dengue virus or not, which are flavivirus. And another thing is, as you guys know, this only female Aedes mosquito can bite people. Male one cannot. So you need to specify it female also. So in exam you need to specify it female only female. Male cannot bite. Another one, this one is the structure of virus but this one you don't need to know. I just show you only lah. Okay, now we go to the effect. What are the happen when you already bite with the Aedes mosquito? So meaning that when the Aedes mosquito bite you, Aedes carry the pathogen, carry the flavivirus. They bite you, they will transmit this virus into your body. So in general, this virus can infect your white blood cell and multiply it. Use the white blood cell as host cell to multiply it, and your spleen and lymph node may become swollen, so that it will misfunction like your spleen and lymph node, meaning your lymphatic system will be unfunction. It will break down the function, attack your immune system. So they are very clever. You can see that these viruses are very clever. They know that white blood cells are the place play the role to protect you. So they attack this first, so that they cannot protect you. So you can see viruses are very smart one. Okay, so normally you have the primary infection or secondary infection. So normally if you are first time infected with dengue, yeah, you are primary lah. But if you infected with the another time, following time, and the main characteristic of the dengue virus is, it is not say that like the other virus, some kind of virus like chickenpox. If you already get infected chickenpox, then if you want to, you will never get chickenpox in your future, right? Normally you see this kind of the news, right? This kind of the statement. You will get the chickenpox in your childhood, and then you will never get the chickenpox in your future, right? So yeah, it's actually true. But dengue is differ compared to chickenpox. Because if you still remember about the adaptive immune response, you know that when you firstly get infected, you will get the memory. So that the chickenpox is, you already get the memory. You can, if you still infected with the chickenpox again, your memory cell can directly activate and kill the chickenpox virus. But compared to dengue virus, it very differ. Although you already have the memory, but the virus are very tricky. It is very smart. It gives this function to make you the infection more serious, compared to the first one. So how it form? You can see this. So if you see this, if for the main difference is primary function, the virus is directly enter into your body. It directly infected into your body. But for secondary, it is secondary due to your body is already have the receptor, already have antibody. So your antibody will bind to it. Bind to eat the virus, and then this antibody, we know the antibody carry out the antibody antigen interaction, right? They will carry out precipitation, agglutination, and finally they did go to phagocytosis. So your white blood cell, your macrophage or your other white blood cell can engulf the pathogen. They will engulf it, but they engulf it, the bacterial cell, macrophage, unable to digest it. They engulf it, and the virus cannot digest in the macrophage, and they replicate again. So this one is automatically one. Compared to the primary is that pergi jalan nampak sel terus infect dekat sana. Tapi secondary is your cell automatically infect him, attack them. They need to bind them because they already have memory cells, so that the antibody know they need to trigger the immune response. They should protect them. But this virus is very tricky. They bind to antibody. Lagi senang lah. Awak bantu dia cari host cell dah, and this virus enter the white blood cell, and they duplicate there and cause more serious infection. Because first, your white blood cell automatic cari dia. And then dia cari dia, awak tak boleh bunuh dia, tapi dia bunuh awak pula. Sepatutnya awak kena bunuh dia, tapi awak tak dapat, dengue virus bunuh awak pula. So that is why that secondary infection cause more serious infection compared to primary one. So this is a general summary lah. This one, this is a explanation. You can read yourself, but normally is the explanation that I explained before lah. Okay, so after that, what are the effects? The effect is you will get either classical dengue fever or the serious one, dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF. So normally, if you caused by first and second infection, you will get classical dengue fever. This is just a normal dengue fever. So it may be caused by first and secondary, primary and secondary infection. So normally, if you get secondary infection, is that if you get the virus are different from the first type one. If this virus, if for example, firstly you infected DENV1, we have four major type. You infected first one, DENV1. Okay, you already, and then after that you get the treatment. Okay, you already get well soon. But several months, a few months later, 6 months later, maybe 6 months, or maybe a year later, you get infected again, but the virus are differ. You get the dengue, DNV2. Maybe you get infected is the second type. So due second type, due to the second type, so this second type actually is anti-immune system toward your immune response, right? Meaning that this second type virus actually cannot be killed by your immune system, one. But their antigen still similar to the first type one, so that your antibody still can bind to the virus, but the virus, due to the gene sequence are differ, so that your immune system, your white blood cell actually cannot engulf it, but infected again your macrophage. So that's why that secondary infection can cause this dengue hemorrhagic fever. This is very serious one. So normally, if you get the classical one, so normally you just get high fever and headache, and then joint stiffness. Scientific name is called as ataxia, myalgia, muscle ache, muscle pain, or eating disorder. You don't want to eat, or don't want to eat like that. And abdominal discomfort, pain, your stomach. You think that your stomach is feel like got painful, and then you maybe have a rash, maculopapular rash in your skin. Normally is your vague rash lah. Awak boleh tengok awak punya muka ada satu merah punya. And then inflammation of your mucous membrane. So this one is the symptom that you cause in classical dengue fever. Okay, another one is the dengue, the DHF. DHF is dengue hemorrhagic fever. So normally there are many phase. So this one, the main symptom is high fever and chill, and this high fever is very long compared to the first one. And the fever is normally near to 40 degrees Celsius. Compared to this one normally is only 38 like that, 38 or even severe 39. But this one confirm 39 or even 40 degrees Celsius. And then normally very long, about 1 week. And then all the symptoms in the first classical one can occur. It also occur in DHF. And even if you not treat, you will get very serious symptom again. So like bleeding, or vascular disc syndrome, bleeding, cardiac impairment, liver impairment, or CNS impairment, eye impairment. All these maybe can occur in your DHF if you not get the immediately treatment in hospital. So this is very dangerous. Okay, so if you want to prevent dengue, so the main there are many ways to prevent dengue. So one of the way is to wear light color cloth. And light color normally is white color, long sleeve, and loosely clothing and trouser to prevent bite or mosquito. So that you will wear white color long sleeve, cover all your skin part, so that your mosquito is very difficult to bite you. Especially white color. Compared to the dark color like the hitam. So mosquito lebih suka hitam punya. AD memang suka hitam punya. So kalau awak pakai baju hitam, memang you attract awak memang berminatkan interest this mosquito lah. Mosquito akan pergi kepada awak dan bite you punya. And then also apply deep containing mosquito repellent over exposed part of the body and cloth every 4 to 6 hours. and also install mosquito net when you sleep or in sleep, and also window mosquito net in your window so that your mosquito cannot get into your room lah, get into your house. And also remove any water container, any places that yang boleh tangkung air punya, awak kena remove. Can the tray that can store the water, you need to remove it to prevent the breeding of Aedes mosquito. And also dispose of the domestic waste to prevent the accumulation of your stagnant water. And also make sure your drain longkang awak adalah bersih, and then the longkang is not blocked. The water can be flow smoothly. And also you can use the fish, larvivorous fish. So normally it's like the Gambusia affectinus or Peocelia reticulae. This fish can eat the larva one. So can eat the larva so that although the mosquito is breeding at your pond, but due to the fish dish, they will eat the larva so that there are no metamorphosis occur in the mosquito. And avoid the outdoor activity during the morning or late afternoon, as the mosquito usually bite during this time. And final one is carry out the public awareness campaign to inform public on ways to prevent breeding of Aedes. Okay, so this is the major prevention that you need to know. Okay, next we go to the cholera. So this is the second disease, the second infection disease that you need to learn. So this one, normally this disease is very rare happen in Malaysia lah, because this disease is normally the food poisoning disease. I can say it is a causing by food poisoning disease. It is a severe dehydrating diarrheal disease, and remain a major public health problem in low and middle income countries. So normally is especially in the low country lah, or in the world country like Israel and Palestine now, or Ukraine and Russia now, especially Ukraine and also Palestine, because this cholera disease normally is due to the contamination of your water. Contamination of water. So this disease is caused by the bacteria, because as Vibrio cholera. So again, scientific name you need to write in first letter V must be capitalized, and you need to underline it. So this is caused by Vibrio cholera. So normally this disease is only transmitted through the contaminated water. It only can found in contaminated water one. The clean water, you cannot find this kind of bacteria. Only the dirty water or untreated water can be found in. So normally this patient, the individual is infected this bacteria. The bacteria will incubate with your body for 1 to 5 days. Meaning that if you consume the dirty water, makanan, awak minum air yang tak masak, atau awak minum air dari longkang, minum air daripada sungai, you have the possibility to get this. That is why that in low income country or in the world country, they have the high possibility to get this, because this bacteria only can found in that kind of water. And especially in the world country, they do not have the water treatment like now lah. They never get the water treatment. All the places is already destroyed. So they need water is very difficult already. So they get the water is already, you need to thanks the God. They will never care about the cleanness already. They got water, they can survive. If no water, they will die. So yeah. And then this bacteria normally this is an infection lah. How this bacteria infected? So normally this bacteria will incubate and starting to go in your small intestine and starting to release the toxin we call as choleragen and also enzyme protease. So So they will normally will attack your kill your small intestine cell. So this collagen was starting to alter your protein structure on your epithelial cell, so that become receptor for the toxin collagen. So your collagen was starting to stimulate epithelial cell to secrete large quantity of chloride ion into the lumen of your small intestine. So that your water will flow into the cell and cause your water potential of your cell increase, and water potential gradient generated between the lining of small intestine and lumen. So your water was starting to diffuse out from from the cell into the lumen. So that meaning that due to the loss of your chloride ion, so that your water potential in the cell now is very high due to osmosis too. So all the water inside your cell will be diffused out into the lumen. So in your lumen are already accumulated in water. So that is why the result will cause inflammation in your intestine, and this prevent the normal absorption of your salt and water, and resulting in vomiting and severe dehydration. Because now your cells are in very high water potential state, they need to remove the water, but actually your cells require water. Actually should be require water, but due to the chloride ion is already lost, so they assume that your cell now is already highly containing in water, so they need to remove all the water molecule from the cell. So this is a cause. And this transmission I already mentioned, this transition is only occur true when you drink the unsafe water, untreated water. Normally lah, or you eat the food food that washed by this kind of water. If you use all this untreated water, unsafe water, to wash the food, wash the vegetable, or wash the seafood, or wash the meat, all these, and then you eat this kind of vegetable, you also have the possibility to get the cholera. But most important is when you usually consuming water when the water is contaminated with the feces from an infected person. So the normally consumption of cholera happen through the drinking contaminated water, or eating the food that have been washed or made with contaminated water. So that is why that this disease is very, very found in Malaysia, or even in high developing country, very rare. Because in Malaysia, you are very lucky, we have the well done the water treatment system, so that we drink the water that we drink is quality, is safe. Compared to the low country, you cannot get the highly treatment water, and only can get the water from anywhere without treatment, so that you will get high possibility to get this cholera. Okay, so this is the main transmission lah. And about the symptom of this disease, so normally these are all the symptoms lah: abdominal cramp, severe dehydration, nausea, vomit, and dry mucous membrane, dry skin, excessive thirst, and sunken eyes, low UV output, leg cramp, and blood pressure is very low, or even your wrinkled hand and wrinkled feet. Okay, so these are major symptoms lah. And you will need to prevent. So this disease is very easy to prevent. You need to make sure that your water is safe to drink only. This is a major main prevention. If you drink the safe water, then you are very safe. You will never get this kind of disease. Also not only safe water, you also hygienic disposal of feces, like in the water, right? You need to have a good practice to treatment our proper sewage, like in the water, so that your feces will not contaminate the water too. And health education, you need to provide the health education lah. education, and control of flies that act as a vector in transferring fecal material to food, and also isolation of your patient or pollution, and also carrier should be identified and prevented from the working in the food industry, and immediate examination if there are the case occur, and close contact should be treated with drug to kill any possible cholera bacteria, and also oral cholera vaccine to provide protection. There are also vaccine too, and also information should be provided to traveler and community. So these are all the prevention that can be done to prevent the cholera. So the third type is tuberculosis. So tuberculosis is also one of the main popular disease and one of the infection pandemic occur around the world too. Especially in Malaysia. Authorization of vaccine. Dengue was vaccine. Okay. Another one disease is tuberculosis. Okay. So normally this disease is similar like COVID-19, I can say, but not COVID-19. Because COVID-19 is virus. This one is bacteria. But the infection is also occur in lung. It also infect the lung one. But the pathogen are different. This one is bacteria and COVID-19 is virus. So normally this disease is also one of the pandemic disease occur in the past few decades lah. Now it's already very rare happen, but in past few decades like 1990 like that, is very famous disease, also one of the pandemic around the world one. So this tuberculosis is a chronic infection characterized by pulmonary infiltrate and by the formation of the glomerulus with cavitation, fibrosis, and cavitation. Okay, so this disease is caused by bacteria. So there are two main causative agents: Mycobacterium tuberculosis and also Mycobacterium bovis. There are two main bacteria. So the main focus one is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Why? Because Mycobacterium bovis is only found on the cow. Found on the cow, especially in the milk. So in the milk. So if you drink the milk from the cow without any treatment, you will have the possibility to get this kind of disease. So that is why you are not very encouraged to drink directly take from the milk from the cow and directly drink it without any treatment. Very not recommend. Because there are several pathogens inside one. One of the pathogens is Mycobacterium bovis. And there are slowly growing mycobacteria compared with other bacterium lah. And then the bacteria will lodge itself in the airways macrophage of the lung. It infect the lung one. Similar to COVID-19. COVID-19 also infect the lung. So this one is also infect the lung. So this bacteria multiply in the macrophage, cause more donor to be formed in the lung tissue. And the tissue will be die and form cavities in the lung. Called the lung. So it will infect the lung lah, and will cause your lung cannot function, so your breathing rate will be very difficult. So pulmonary tuberculosis is the biological name when the bacteria attack your lung due to the lockdown of your defense mechanism. And if your bacteria starting to spread to infect other organs, will known as primary tuberculosis infection. And your body defense system can only hold off the bacteria by walling them into the lung. Meaning that your body infect system cannot directly kill the bacteria. They only can maintain this bacteria not infect to other organ only. They only can macam halang mereka dekat paru-paru anda ni. Dia hanya boleh sustain displace the bacteria in the lung only. They will only make sure that this bacteria not affect to other organ. So So if like that, meaning that your bacteria is still in your lung, your immune system cannot kill it. So if your immune system is very weak, your bacteria will be reactivated and starting to attack the other gun. So now you will cause post-primary infection. So this shows that your tuberculosis is an opportunistic infection, meaning that your bacteria infect our immune system from time to time. So the major symptom of this disease is totally similar, can say almost similar to COVID-19. Coughing, batuk, chest pain, fever, night sweating, fatigue, shivering, breath difficult, wheezing, and also loss of appetite. All these are the symptoms in this disease. And the transmission, this is the airborne disease. That is why I say it is similar to COVID-19. COVID-19 is also airborne disease. It is also airborne disease. So the transmission method is similar to COVID-19. So it is easily transmitted through the droplet infection when the infected person release this droplet. So the bacteria are spread through the air when infected person with TB cough, sneeze, or talk. So totally similar to COVID-19 lah. Okay. Though the bacteria are needed to spread when contact with infected person. So only the infected person with active TB can transmit the disease. Only the infected person, like if I already get TB, if I talk to you, I cause contact to you and I talk to you, or I cough, sneeze, all that, all that, you will have the possibility to get the TB2. So normally if you are in the one place overcrowded housing with poor ventilation, you will get the TB2. So people may be diagnosed TB although in the house if they do not clean the house often. Okay, and then this one is one of the, I say mycobacterial bovine, because it is due to the unsterilized milk. So the poor protein diet cause the weaken of immune system. Poor immune system will cause your body cannot warning the bacteria infecting the lung. So normally the patient, the low immune system patient, individual like you are the AIDS patient, diabetes patient, hypertension patient, or cancer patient, all these, in the weak immune system, you are very high risk to get the TB compared to others. Because your immune system are very weak. And the people who work in hospital too, hospital, prison, or prisoner, you also have the high risk. And this is due to the people contact with the people may be a TB patient. So normally in the pandemic of this TB, normally is look like COVID-19 lah. The doctor need to wear the PPE, need to wear mask, all this lah. But compared to COVID-19, is not very highly transmitted lah. Okay. One of the prevention is using BCG vaccine lah. BCG vaccine. But this vaccine is not very good because it does not provide the full protection for adult. Because it only can protect the childhood only. But for adult, cannot protect very well. So this vaccine also not suitable for the malnourished children, as their diet do not have enough protein to make antibody. But however, although this vaccine is not very effective but it's still the vaccine. So you need to have a high vaccination rate to confer herd immunity so that the spread of your TB is prevented or curbed. So this one is like the COVID-19 lah. You know that COVID-19 vaccine, although you get the injected COVID-19 vaccine, but you are also still can have a possibility to get a COVID-19 again. Again, just that the symptom, your infection is not very worse compared to you are not infected. But if your vaccination rate is very high, you can confer herd immunity. Herd immunity meaning that you can protect the society too. society too, so that the TB is not easily to transmitted among the society. And then normally the TB patient is need to be isolated. This one is similar to COVID-19. If you get TB, if you get the TB COVID-19, you need to isolate at one place. You cannot let the patient live in the similar disease one. TB kena ada TB punya ward. Okay. And then the skin testing PBD is used in high risk population. And then if the test is positive, the people must be consulted to a doctor about the way to avoid contracting of TB. And the people is exposed to TB, they should tested immediately, known as contact tracing. Similar to COVID-19. If you already infected, mereka kena tahu lah. Dalam masa incubation period, mana awak pergi, especially your family or your school or all that, you need to contact it, and then you need to quarantine it them. Like a COVID-19 to confirm 100% like COVID-19. So the government, they need to take immediately respond to contact this maybe have the possibility to infect and quarantine them. So another one is campaign by WHO, ensure that the patient take medication under supervision. Okay, and then the health worker or government or other health authority are responsible to educate and counseling the patient and visitor about TB infection. And also you need to improve the medical service and increase the funding . So this is a prevention . Okay, the final one is about malaria. Okay, malaria is one type of disease not very not very famous in Malaysia, but the transmission method is almost similar to dengue because it is an infection of your blood that is carried from person to person by female mosquito we call as Anopheles. So the causative agent, the infection agent is protozoa. Compared to the difference between dengue is virus. This one malaria is protozoa. So there are many protozoa species that can cause malaria. So the major genus name you need to know is Plasmodium species. Plasmodium species is very famous one. And there are many Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium ovi, Plasmodium knowles. So these are all the example, but you need to memorize one or two like that. Okay. And then the transmission vector similar to dengue using the mosquito, but the mosquito genus name is Anopheles. Just now is Aedes, now is Anopheles. And also female. Only female can carry this disease and bite you. Male one cannot. It began normally this one that you need to know is about the cycle because it infect your blood. This protozoa will attack your blood. In the blood, this protozoa will travel to your liver and reproduce at there. Okay. So this is a transmission cycle of this disease. So you see here when the mosquito, Anopheles mosquito is already infected with the malaria, carry the protozoa, they will bite you they akan titik awak and then transfer the sporozoite enter into a bloodstream and this sporozoite will go to your liver. It will infect your liver. You need to know this one is not bacteria, this one is not a virus too. It is the protozoa. You still maybe the protozoa like the Plasmodium, right? Plasmodium, Paramecium, and Paramecium. You still remember about the Paramecium? Paramecium, right? It is not a prokaryote. It is also not a eukaryote. It is just a single unicellular organism. Protozoa is a unicellular organism. So they are also have their own cell division, their own life cycle one. So this one is the beginning of the life cycle sporozoid. So this sporozoid will go to your liver and infect your liver. So they will infect the liver, multiply them into merozoid. They will form merozoid, and rupture the liver cell and return into the bloodstream. So they will use the liver as the place, as their home to go. Mereka akan besar sampai dia besar, already form merozoid. They will burst. They will go out from the liver, burst the liver, so that rupture the liver lah. So your liver cell is already destroyed, already die, and this merozoid will go to your red blood cell, will go to your bloodstream, and this merozoid also will infect your blood cell. So they develop into the ring form, tropozoid, and cyzoid, that in turn produce further merozoid. So they will infect your red blood cell to produce more and more merozoid. So your red blood cell, once it's already infected, they will burst and release parasite cell and can enter other red blood cell. As a result, your extensive division and millions of the parasite present in your human blood. So this is very, very serious lah. Very serious, because this merozoid infect your red blood cell, and then this they will duplicate the many merozoid inside your red blood cell, and then burst the red blood cell again and release more and more merozoid, and this merozoid infected another red blood cell again. So they use your body to replicate, to divide, to produce many and any of merozoid. Sorry, I don't know why like that. Okay. Merozoid. Okay. So saya sampai mana? Okay. So after that, at the same time, some of your merozoid will develop into gametocyte. This is a gamete lah. The gamete of this protozoa. Okay, when they are the second Anopheles mosquito inject again this patient, wow, very lucky lah. Already first inject, already carry the sporozoid to you, and then if there are another mosquito inject again, bite you again, they will take up this gametocyte again and go into and then take the gametocyte, and this gametocyte will use the mosquito body to form the sporozoid. So this is a life cycle. You take the gametophyte from the infected patient, and this gametophyte will use the mosquito body to form the zygote, and also finally form the sporozoid. And this mosquito then go to another person, go to bite another person and carry this sporozoid again and infect it again and again. So this is the life cycle of this disease, protozoa. That's life cycle of protozoa. And this protozoa will infect two things. It will infect your liver cell and also infect your red blood cell. So that you will get the symptom like your blood count of these patient were very low, and your liver function is very low. So normally your blood glucose level is very abnormal lah, and your blood count of your erythrocyte, especially erythrocyte, are also abnormal. And due to your lack of your red blood cell, you also breathing also very difficult, because red blood cell is the place to carry the carbon dioxide, play the role in gas exchange, right? So your red blood cell is already ruptured, die all. So how the cell carry the nutrient or gas to your conduct the gas exchange? So that's all. You will get the symptom like that. And prevention is almost similar to the dengue, because this one is main factor is due to the Anopheles mosquito, right? Anopheles mosquito. So almost similar, I can say. The disease is the prevention almost similar lah. So normally, yeah, you can use the cover with the surface with thin oil, block the breathing tube, and then use the mustard seed thrown on the water that become wet and sticky, so dragging the mosquito larvae under drawing them. And also use the egg white spray on the water, create a flume which suffocate the larvae by clogging up their breathing tube. And so spraying insecticide, and also biocontrol method, natural predator, and also dragonfly, and the larva eating fish, and also insects, and also using mosquito net. So normally the prevention method are similar to the dengue lah. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. I already finished up all the disease. Okay, so I see got question or not. Wow, today I got many questions. First one is about, may I ask a question concerning the authorization vaccine in Malaysia? For example, dengue vaccine. Vaccine in Malaysia, if you remember that, you know that in vaccine, in your childhood stage is, there are many vaccines like HPV vaccine, TB vaccine. One of the TB vaccine, you are also hepatitis vaccine, and also other lah, got many vaccine I already may remember. And then you say that why some people activity server combined immunodeficiency. Okay, immunodeficiency is the autoimmune disease, right? You mean that you learn previous chapter. Why you say not encouraged to have it? You need to know, one of the reason is you need to know the autoimmune disease patient, their immune system is already not unfunction. They will attack their immune cell. They attack their own cell already. So the immune system, the immune response for this kind of people, immunodeficiency people, is already abnormal lah. SLE, right? SLE, you still remember SLE? Your immune cell is attack your body cell one. They trigger the antibody production, and your antibody will attack your cell. So if you get this kind of vaccine, actually your immune response is not, you activate the immune response, and you activate the you activate the immune response to attack the body cell very frequently only. That's what I understand so far, but maybe you can search for it if you want to detail understanding. And there is dengue perfect. I don't know this term, kill dengue perfect. Enough against all dengue go. That is dengue preventive. I don't know what you mean. Kill dengue go. Perfect enough against all stereotype or dengue infection, because the new formulation mentioned that it can. For now, until now, as I know, there are still perfect vaccine or perfect drug can kill the dengue, because dengue, the dengue virus are very smart virus. They are like the HIV virus. Why HIV virus still cannot be killed? Because both of them, the major characteristic of the virus, if you learn about the virology, this one is more about the biomedical lah. if you learn about the virology, the virus, the genome of this virus, both virus are RNA virus. RNA virus is very difficult that you want to create a vaccine one, because they are highly mutated. The gene sequence of this virus are away changed one. Mereka sentiasa tukar punya. If you already create the vaccine, this vaccine only can kill this A virus. But virus is very smart. They already know, dia tak tahu dia tak boleh infect ni kerana vaksin ini. So dia akan tukar sequence dia and change the structure of the virus so that the vaccine is still available. So if you want to create a vaccine, you need to know dengue you got 4 major type of virus. 4 major type, and under this virus, this dengue 1, 2, 3, 4, under this there are also 10 several berpuluh-puluh type of species again. So if you want to create it, how do you treat it? You need to create many vaccine. Maksudnya awak kena inject banyak type of vaccine. Maybe now they found about 30 type of virus, 30 type of virus, meaning they need to create 30 type of vaccine. Tapi 30 type of vaccine pun tak boleh hampir kill semua virus punya, kerana virus ni already say RNA virus, dia boleh tukar punya. Kerana dia tukar, nanti vaksin tu tak boleh function anymore. So that is why the RNA virus is high. Mereka sangat bijak. Similar to COVID-19. Although COVID-19 is already got vaccine, but the mutation for COVID-19 compared to this dengue, it is quite not very. The rate of mutation is quite low compared to this, and they are no. COVID-19 only have one type only compared to dengue. Dengue have 4 major type. So you want to treat the dengue is not very easy lah. For now technology, there are no one yet can discover the vaccine yet for dengue lah. Vaccination TB already, so is in future we don't need to get the vaccinated. You don't need to get vaccinated because you already vaccinated. Vaccine normally is once only. You only get one time only. You already vaccine, then you don't need to get lah. Tak perlu lah. So I think that's all for today. So this is the last class. So normally it's only 1 hour. So hopefully last class. So hopefully throughout this semester, hopefully my class let you more understand about the content, about the topic, or the mechanism about this semester. So I did finish up all the syllabus in this semester. So I think your Sem 2 exam is at August, right? So meaning you have about 2 months, about 2 months, 1 month like that to make a revision. So hopefully you guys can starting to do your revision, but I don't know your school is already teaching finish or not. I don't know, maybe already, maybe not, but for now, actually, if you attend my class, you can do a revision lah. So I think if no questions, so that's all for today, and maybe we will not see you again because I also busy my university work. So maybe we will see you next time lah. So okay, so I think that's all for today, and thank you and have a nice rest. Goodbye.